Welcome everyone to our episode of Community Connection. Today we would like to introduce and welcome our guest from the Shania Foundation, Vivek Agarwal. Hello Vivek ji, thank you so much for joining Community Connections.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Fantastic. So Vivek ji, I know that we are going to be speaking with your daughter shortly, but I was wondering if you can tell the viewers a little bit about the foundation and what has transpired since the idea came to fruition.
So I'm really thankful that our foundation is featuring with your esteemed media today. I'm so glad that we could address the viewers about it. So, ma'am, what happened is I've got two daughters. The elder one is called Shania and the younger one is Ciara. So we were just, talking to each other. We always wanted that, our children should have learned the art of giving. Because I have been a part of various organizations, my family has been very social. So the children have been traveling with us everywhere. So suddenly, my daughter came up to me. When you interview her, she'll tell you the whole story. You can ask her a specific question. What made her, start this foundation? So it was a pleasure with us when our daughter came up to us and said that she wants to have smiles on the face of the children. Right? So we supported her. So it started. It started with my daughter's name, Shnaya and Sarah's foundation. So we started with a toy bank, right? And so then the organization grew big. People started joining. So then we felt when somebody wanted to donate toys, so they said we want to donate clothes as well. Somebody said we want to donate food. Somebody said let's start a plantation drive. And somebody said no, why don't you get people employed? So then we converted and people started joining, lots of girls, my friends' daughters, everybody started joining. So what happened is we named it as the Little Girls Foundation. And from a toy bank, we started 6 banks. So we are one of the organizations in the world. I can completely show you with it that we are working so groundedly and on so many things. So we started a book bank. So it calls the Little Girls Book Bank. Then we started a toy bank. It's called the Little Girls Toy Bank. We started a wardrobe bank. So it's called the Little Girls Wardrobe Bank. So then it's the Little Girls Job Bank, it Little Girls Plant Bank, and so on. So we started with 6 banks and Little Girls Food Bank. So every bank does one event every month for charitable purposes, and we focus on the underprivileged children.
That is such a beautiful concept. And if you could tell our
Thank you.
viewers, how old are you? How old is Shania?
She'll be 10 on 16th of August.
Wow.
So
Okay, so she was 9 when she came up with this
yes.
concept.
So she was approximately 9.5 when she came up.
Okay, that is such a remarkable story, and I'm really glad that she's making a difference to so many people. And it just came up with this idea, which I'm excited to hear her story. Um, and Vivekji, if you don't mind telling the viewers, so what part of the world are you located right now? Where did the Little Girls Foundation come into concept?
Ma'am, we located in Delhi, India.
Fantastic. Okay. So now this Little Girls Foundation idea that started in Delhi, India is now here in Toronto, Canada and international. We know our viewers are watching this around the world. So I do want you to kind of let the viewers know, Vivekji, that this idea became an idea how long ago, and where do you see this Little Girls Foundation in 1 year?
Right. So I'll just tell you. So my daughter's friends are into YouTubing, Instagram stories and everything. So she came up to me and my wife one day saying that mom and dad, I want to have an Instagram account. I want to have a YouTube account. And I also want to post reels, pictures and all. So we said that, since everybody is doing it, but you should concentrate on something which is different and wherein you can bring smiles on the face of the children. I just don't want to illustrate here what happened with us as a family, and you can ask her; she'll be able to tell you better, right? And then we as a family brought together, and today I'm sure we're bringing smiles on face of a lot of children. So yesterday also we had a plantation drive where we planted 101 trees.
Wow.
So we've tied up with various organizations. We've recently tied up with Roundtable Area 5, wherein all the tables will be doing our activities and we'll be collaborating with them and so on. We've got collection centers in Delhi. We've got two collection centers, one in Okla, one in North Delhi. So we are growing day by day. And people are, we have a volunteer team, we have an editorial team, we come out with editorials every month. We are coming up with lots and lots of events. So recent event that's coming is Anokhi. So that's the wardrobe bank which is doing. So all the people of different states can showcase their culture.
Mm.
We are recently, the food bank is going to come with a biscuit drive. So we've collaborated with a biscuit manufacturer, and then we are distributing those biscuits among the underprivileged. The toy bank, we've recently done a toy drive where we have distributed toys to people, and we'll be distributing toys among the other people. And then we are soon coming up with a nursery. So all the foundations in Delhi can get in touch with us and ask for plants, and we'll be giving it to them. They can tell us the place. Our foundation will go and distribute and plant trees where they can be nurtured and they can be taken care. So your another question, that where do I see myself 1 year from now? So my basic intention and the focus is to bring smiles on the faces of children, and we want to multiply it every day.
Good.
So
And when,
my
how long ago did you start this?
so this we started 3 months back, right? So
Okay.
we are doing 5 to 6 events a day. Oh, sorry, a month, and this is all done by children of all ages. We've got people from US, children from US collaborating, working, children from Canada, children from Greece, Germany, Delhi, India, various parts of state. We've got volunteers from Canada, Maharashtra, everything.
Such a beautiful story and how much you've accomplished in 3 months. So Vivekji, that's remarkable and really commendable to you and your family for supporting your daughters on this
So
initiative. You're
thank you very
welcome. And
much.
so, you've mentioned that you did a tree planting drive yesterday. And
Yes.
so you're taking care of the environment, you're taking care of the underprivileged kids, you're providing people opportunity to work. Like you've covered every aspect. So, I think it's like providing a smile not just on children's faces, but you're providing smiles on everyone if you think about it in the long run.
Mom, we are trying to do, we have our aims. We aim for bigger things because our organization has got complete liberty. The children have to implement ideas. I
Hmm.
tell them that whether do right or wrong, you just try, implement good ideas. Foundation is with you. We are with you.
Fantastic.
So
So
what I have seen,
Vivekji, sorry.
yeah. So I'm
No, no,
sorry,
go
sorry.
ahead.
So what I mean is children are connecting amongst each other. They are getting friends from various countries. They themselves call me and say that we want to be a part of social media team. We want to be a part of the volunteer team. Right? The best part is we are offering internships to children now.
Wow.
And they come here to intern with us from various parts of the globe. We are having online events. You won't imagine it. We used to have a meeting in 15 days. Now I even don't know how many meetings children are having every day.
That's a good problem to have, right?
Yes, that's a good problem because what happens is in the WhatsApp group, you come to know that they're meeting, they send IDs and see that the meeting is happening as four. Sometimes what happens is there are questions, there are two, three meetings happening at the same time. So people switch on from one meeting to the other. So that is the growth we've seen,
Such an
and
amazing.
that is only possible and will be possible only through the beautiful children who've joined the organization. So we've got a family, and children are
Perfect.
so happy communicating. And God has given us blessings that in this COVID times we could help children, we could get the support of children, and few of the volunteers have to travel abroad for studies. So somebody is traveling to Belgium, somebody is traveling to Australia. So their basic question has been that once they go from India also, they'll be a part of this organization and start it wherever they go. So that is the victory for the foundation.
Beautiful. Such a beautiful journey. Vivekji, I know that we'll bring on Shania, but I just wanted to thank you, and I look forward to speaking more about the Little Girls Foundation in episodes to come. So thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for today,
I will
and I
request
look
all the
forward.
viewers to please follow us on Instagram, Facebook. It's by the Little Girls Foundation. You will be able to, know what children of the world are doing,
That's
and
right,
you will
and we'll be
surely like your
sharing.
yeah, and
Sorry,
yeah,
we'll be sharing
yeah,
all of the social media links and the YouTube
yes,
channel. Yes, but very important, Vivekji, for people to be following this. So
yeah,
continue.
yeah. So you can please follow us, encourage the children on the Instagram. It's by the Little Girls Foundation. You can, go on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We are everywhere. So
And
please
it's the
support the children.
Little Girls Foundation.
Yeah, it's the Little Girls Foundation.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Thank you so very much for showcasing us, and all the children and the foundation. I'm blessed to be showcased with you.
Thank you. And you know what? Blessings for the children that are making such a difference to other children's lives. So we appreciate you, Vivekji. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on our
Thank you,
show
ma'am.
today.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so much.
An opportunity to work and be an independent force in the society. We know it's not easy to go green, to make deliberate eco-friendly choices when you have barely any resources, because you cannot be green and poor at the same time. We at the Little Girls Plant Bank are helping underprivileged sections of society, especially kids, to develop tailor-made Go Green plans with a vision and mission to provide underprivileged communities with the tools, training, and ongoing support they need to create a culture of conversation and know to protect plants for future generations and to protect human health through environmental stewardship. Moving ahead, the next bank of the Little Girls Foundation is the Little Girls Toy Bank, where we put our aliens into working for the underprivileged children with the firm belief that a playful childhood is every child's right. With the mission to enable every underprivileged kid an opportunity to have development through choice. Lastly, the Little Girls Foundation through Little Girls Water Bank vision is to enable every underprivileged kid a physical safeguard to the body, preventing harm of climate and environment by providing them basic necessities of schools. Our mission is to address the psychological changes of every underprivileged kid that occur when clothes are worn, because the clothes we wear affect our behavior, attitude, personality, mood, and confidence. Come join us and let us together enable every underprivileged kid an opportunity to have development and bridge the gap between the privileged and underprivileged kids by instilling the values of sharing is caring, and make this a world a better place for every underprivileged kid by taking a step towards a better tomorrow. To stay tuned for the latest information, visit our website www.littlegirlsfoundation.com, and to get regular updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome, everyone, to our latest episode of Community Connections. We just finished speaking with Vivekji of the Little Girls Foundation, and now we actually have the pleasure of talking to his daughter Shania, who came up with this beautiful concept to help underprivileged kids. So, Shania, welcome to Community Connections. How are you?
Thank you. I'm
You're
fine.
welcome.
How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, Shania, I was wondering if you can tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so hi, I am Shania Agarwal. I am 10 years old, studying in Standard 5 at the Mothers International School in New Delhi, India.
Fantastic. Okay, that's good. How would you describe this foundation and what makes this foundation unique?
Um, what makes the foundation unique is that this foundation is all about charity. Like this is all for the underprivileged kids who like don't have all the things that they need to live, like food, water, and like for example toys as well, books to read. So
Uh, okay. And I wanted to know a little bit about what motivates you.
what motivates me is that one day we were actually in our car stopped at the red light, and my sister Ciara was actually sitting by the window seat, and she was playing with one of her toys, and two three street kids came to our window and actually they started peeking inside the car, and then I don't know how Ciara managed. Ciara's my little sister, and she opened the window and she gave her toy to one of the kids, and the kid got so happy that he was going crazy and he started dancing on the street.
Aw, that's very sweet. And so
Yeah,
that motivated you, right? Because you saw the difference
yeah, to
get
start the
getting
foundation.
okay. And Shania, what are you passionate about?
I am passionate about being a leader in heart and a winner in spirit.
Okay. Now, you started to tell a little bit about the story about how the Little Girls Foundation started. Can you tell us, so what happened after the little boy got the toy, started dancing? What happened after that?
What happened after that was I asked my parents that can we give like the toy that we don't need or like we don't normally play with to give to some of the kids on the street. Yeah,
Okay,
the
and
people who need it.
that's great. So did you do that right away? Like as soon as you came home, you got these toys and you put them in the box to give to them?
Um, no, it actually took us 1 2 days to actually like gather all the toys because we had a lot of toys. So it took at least like day or two to gather all the toys
Okay.
and give them to the kids.
That's very sweet, very thoughtful of you, to share your toys with those
Thank
children
you.
that might not have ever have a toy. What is the best part of the Little Girls Foundation?
The best part of the Little Girls Foundation would be the events because for me, the first event, I think it was like a. I'll go with the second event. It was like a book, like it was a cover painting competition of a book, and people would send their entries, and it was really fun to watch all their drawings and paintings. And actually like 2 3 days back only we had a plantation drive. We planted a lot of plants, and like there are a lot of many people coming, and I actually have never planted a plant properly, so I didn't know how to do it, but when I did my first plant, it was very fun.
That's amazing. So you take this idea about toys, then there's books, and now you're planting plants and you're helping the environment. So amazing work you're doing, Shania. I do want you to
Thank you.
tell me, you're welcome. I want you to tell me a time where you learned a new skill, and how the foundation works.
um, a new skill that I learned would have to be that, like, in the beginning, the foundation was not launched, so we actually started making graphics. And yeah, the first event that we did was a Ludo competition, and someone introduced me to this app called Canva, and I started making some graphics on it, and then I like enjoyed it. So I made more graphics, and I made videos, and I made PPTs. So then I got a new skill of graphic designing.
Look at you. You just taught yourself, and now here's one more thing you can add to your list of growing things is that you can do graphic design.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So one of the last questions that I have for you is, do you love the distribution drives?
Yes, I do love the distribution drives because we go to orphanages and places where kids need things. Like for example, The first distribution drive was a toy for the toy bank, and we distributed toys to like kids at an orphanage, and they were like so happy that they just as soon as we gave them, they started opening it and they were playing with it with each other.
It's such a beautiful
Yeah,
feeling,
and
right? To see the look on the kids'
everyone there
faces.
felt very happy as well.
Good. And how did you feel when you saw that they were happy?
I felt a lot happy as well. Very satisfying.
Good for
And
you.
very satisfying.
Good. So, Shania, I wanted to thank you on behalf of PCHS Media and all our viewers for the beautiful work that you're doing, Beta. Honestly, you
Thank
are
you.
an inspiration and you're 10 years old. So I can't even imagine what you're going to be doing a few years from now. Okay, so you
Even
have a
I don't
great
know.
evening. You don't know, the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
So Shania, we wish you a really good evening, and we look forward to hearing more about the Little Girls Foundation. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Take care, Beta. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you to our viewers to watch this beautiful story of a 10-year-old's idea and how much of a difference she's made in the lives of underprivileged children and now the community as well. So this idea and this concept came into fruition in New Delhi. And now here we are talking about this in Ontario, Canada, and chapters are opening up around the world. So, what a beautiful story. And we're glad that we were able to share the Little Girls Foundation here on PCHS Media. Until next time, thank you so much for joining into Community Connections.